Hello guys, my name is Putty and welcome back for another episode. Well, another video really, it's not really an episode of anything, but today we're going to be talking mainly about Total Extreme Wrestling, TEW2, whatever you want to call it, which is a series that I've been doing for a couple of months now, maybe 2 or 3 months, and I did it with Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. But before I talk about what we're going to really, like the meat and potatoes of this video, first I'm going to give a channel update, and this is obviously mainly aimed towards TEW watchers. So, the reason why I haven't been uploading videos a lot recently is mainly because I'm lazy. Actually, you're gonna laugh at this. The main reason why I haven't uploaded videos recently is that I could not be bothered to make a new thumbnail for the TV tapings. Like, that's genuinely what the problem was. And it was literally an issue of changing one freaking, like, picture. Just laziness. I've had a lot of time on my hands, but I just couldn't be asked, really. Also, I've been playing a video game. I won't say what it is, but I've been playing a video game and I've been really engrossed in it. Lots of reasons why I haven't been uploading recently, but a lot of it's laziness. So hopefully I'm back. Like, I'm going to promise you one video a week of TEW for sure, but I'm almost certainly going to be uploading more than that, so stay tuned in the future. And that's really what this video is about. MAW is going to continue pretty much for the foreseeable future, I think. We'll see once my backlog is gone, because I've got a backlog to get through, whether I'm that motivated to continue the series, but I have got a lot of ideas for it that I want to, like, bring forward. But I have a new series. At least I'm going to try and do a new series. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm looking for your guys' feedback. Most of my TEW community comments on my videos, which is awesome. I always love it when you guys do that. It's one of the reasons why I love doing the series so much. The more you guys comment, the more motivated I am to do the series. And yeah, I really like it that you guys comment on my videos. So thank you for that. But I think I'm going to start a new series, and I would like feedback on it. So you see on your screen right now kind of the 9 main options that I have for a new series. Now, keep in mind that there is if you suggest any company and any mod, then I will take it into account. And if there's a lot of you guys saying, oh, do TNA, for example. If there's a lot of you guys saying do TNA, I'll do TNA. I don't like TNA, that's why it's not on this list, but I'll do it. I don't mind. But on this list is kind of like my preferred options. And so if you could pick from that, that'd be great. But one that isn't on this list, but I'm still really fine to do, is the Thunderverse. The reason why it's not on this list is because I don't know the promotions well enough to really put a list together for you guys. With the Cornellverse, and by the way, this is Cornellverse 2014. But if you want to suggest Cornellverse Cornellverse 1997, I can do that. I can go even further back if you want me to. But keep in mind that both United States Pro Wrestling and Total Championship Wrestling do not exist in 1997. So we're talking about Hollyweird Grappling Company and still SWF, Dave, things like that. But if you do want to suggest an earlier C-verse, then I'm willing to do it, most certainly. But these are kind of the 9 promotions I'm comfortable with. But once again, if you want to suggest a Thunderverse company, then I will totally do it, because I like the Thunderverse. I just don't have that much experience with it. Alright, on to the 9 on the list. I'm going to give you a brief summary. So, and to make it very clear for those of you watching, the middle list, the real world companies, are 2004. I've got a really nice 2004 mod that I think is really well balanced. I really like it. I've only played it as WWE, but I do like it. I think it's a well balanced mod. I think it's enough psychology and enough skills to be passed on through generations. I think it's a good, balanced, long-term, sustainable mod. So that's why I picked 2004. I'm willing to take suggestions for other eras, but like, depending on what the mod is like, because otherwise I'm probably not going to do it, because I can't be asked to make my own mod. But I do have 2004 mod, which I like. So, going on. The first option is United States Pro Wrestling. I've got a lot of experience as US Pro. US Pro is the company that I kind of made my name with in TW, I'd like to say. I know, like, not on YouTube, but I got US Pro to like 100s popularity and stuff. You know, I did everything with US Pro. I did the brand split with US Pro. I made them a national company. I got hundreds like everywhere. My 100 rated matches, 100 rated segments, 100 rated shows, everything like that was done back in TW whatever 2007, 2008, 2010, whatever it was that I did it on with US Pro. I'm very well versed in the product. I know what it's like. I know what it is. I know the people there pretty much. I know the people there. 2014 is going to be a little rough on me because I know the main event scene with Nikki Champion and Tyson Bane and Enigma and who's that other one? Damn it, I can't remember. But I know the main event scene, but I don't really know like T-Rex and their young guys like Jumbo Jackson and their old guys like The Force. You know, there's a lot of guys that I'm not too well versed on, but I could probably do it. That's why it's on the list. But I've done it before, but I'm willing to do it again because it's a good promotion. It's cool. Next option is total. Oh, by the way, to vote, if you want to just vote, just put the letter in the comments. Just put A. Sorry about the Skype noise. Oh, no, you probably won't get the Skype noise. Put A through I if you just want to vote. 1 second. Put A through I if you just want to vote. But if you want to give me any comments, that's really useful. Like, if you can just put A through I and I'll take your vote into account. But if you want to just... If you want to give me any comments, then that will be really helpful. 1 second. If you want to put any comments down, then that will be really helpful because it'll allow me to make a more informed decision. But if you just want to vote, then feel free to just leave the letter in the description in the comments. God damn it! The second option is Total Championship Wrestling, which is it's more indie, but it's still huge. Like, it's still a really big company, TCW. TCW is the second biggest company in the States. It's bigger than United States Pro Wrestling. But it's more indie. Like, it's more indie in the... I guess it's... Indie's a bad word. It's more wrestling focused. It's not as wrestling focused as it used to be. Like, it used to be super wrestling. But now, in 2014, it's gone a little bit further sports entertainment way. But it's still really wrestling focused. They're big guys. Tommy Cornell, he's 100 basics. 100 psychology, which is really good, and sorry about this. Okay, 100 basics, 100 psychology. He's a really good wrestler, and that's kind of what the promotion is completely based on. I know quite a bit about TCW. I know how to book TCW. I have never done a long time save with TCW, but I do like them. I think they're a good promotion, and yeah, I think we can make something work with that. So that's why it's on the list. The option C, Burning Hammer of the Wrestling Gods. Yeah, this is a Japanese promotion. I have tried so many times to book this, and I usually with great failure, but I feel like if I'm doing it on YouTube, then it'll be a little bit less failtastic. Maybe not. Maybe it will be super failtastic. Who knows? But I hope that it'll go a little better when I do it on YouTube. If not, though, it's a lot of fun. It's basically New Japan, but it's obviously it's in Seaverse, so there's a lot of different stuff. There was, just like New Japan, there was an MMA kind of thing that happened in the mid-2000s, and they've kind of recovered from that. They used to be really huge, then they got a bit of a downturn throughout the early 2000s, and now they're back to being a growing company. They're really big in the East, and they're a touring company. They have a big show in the Tokyo Dome. It's very similar to New Japan, but it's different at the same time. It's got, I think, a little bit more of a history with foreigners than New Japan does, but even New Japan has some history with people like Andre and Brock and Hogan, whereas in Seaverse it's more like Keith and a little bit with Cornell, and I think a little bit with Strong, but I'm not sure. Yeah, there's a bit with Strong there, but I think Keith was probably the big one. Maybe they're about the same. You know what, Burning Hammer is very similar to New Japan, but Burning Hammer is an interesting one, because I haven't done much with it. Apparently they're really seedy behind the scenes. I'll have to look into that a little bit more if we do it, which would be really cool. And I like Burning Hammer. It's fun. I have a lot of fun with Burning Hammer, but I'm not very good at it. But if you want to see it, check it out. Option D, World Wrestling Entertainment. I'm sure anybody watching this anyone who's watching this is probably a wrestling fan, so you know what WWE is. It's a big company. In 2004, they're on the verge of making Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit stars. They've got outbreaks like Chris Jericho and Christian, who are doing really well, and John Cena, who are on the rise as well. Brock Lesnar and Goldberg are rising stars that are still pretty young. I mean, Lesnar's young, Goldberg's old. Both are looking to leave the company in March, but you can keep them if you want. Angle is still a really good wrestler for what he does. He's kind of over at the time. Triple H is coming to the end of the reign of terror. He's the world champion. He's over. He's good. Shawn Michaels sometimes is in time decline, sometimes isn't. There's a brand split, which is kind of the biggest thing about WWE at this time, and it's got like 60 workers, 80 workers, something like that. So it's a ridiculously large company, and there's a ton of indie talent to sign. Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, Samoa Joe, Kevin Steen, El Generico, Fergal Devitt. Pac debuts about 3 months into the mod. The Shield guys aren't in it yet, obviously, because they weren't in the indies at the time. Some female talent like Sarah Del Rey, Mickie James is still in developmental. Trish Stratus is actually really good. Victoria is there, and she's decent what she does. Starting them out with Molly Holly as the women's champion, which is, I mean, she's not bad, but she's not good either. Oddly heel for some reason. Lita's good, obviously. Edge is injured. There's a lot to do with WWE at the time, but go ahead and leave a comment if you want WWE. There you go. At 2004, Ring of Honor. I haven't tried on this mod, but indie scene's pretty rife in 2004. CM Punk, Samoa Joe. AJ Styles-ish, he's working TNA, but he's also working ROH. People like that, that's going to be really fun. New Japan Pro Wrestling, I don't know much about at this time. I know the modern day product, and so it's going to be pretty difficult for me to book it. I would prefer you not go with this one, honestly. It's probably my least favourite on this entire list, but yeah, I kind of wanted to be symmetrical, 3 from each option. Alright, the next is the 9000 verse. The 9000 verse is a anime, manga, comic book, video game universe. It's got a ton of different characters and promotions from all across the spectrum. I love it. I like it because it's balanced, because it doesn't have any real world stuff to compare to. So it's really balanced, it's really well done, there's some really good stuff in it. I've tried it before, I love it, I think it's awesome. Anime characters are cool. So I give you 3 options from this universe. Option G, Ultimate Ninja Storm. Ultimate Ninja Storm is a promotion based on the Naruto franchise. For those who haven't seen it, it's a show about ninjas. I mean, it's basically a Dragon Ball Z ripoff about ninjas. I love Naruto. I've watched it for like 10 years. I'm currently in the process of reading the penultimate volume of the manga. It's a really good show. In my opinion, it's fun. It's awesome, and it's a good promotion to run. It's the one that I've had the most successful with in the 9000 verse. It's like the second biggest one in there. It's really funny because it mimics like the anime industry in real life now, where Bleach is overtaking Naruto. I think this was made in like 2009, so there's obviously been some newer stuff, like Attack on Titan isn't there. I don't think even, like, I think Death Note's kind of there, but it's hard to like use in this universe. And Code Geass is, I don't think, even there, which is a little sad because it's a big anime. But oh well. Yeah, it's an interesting promotion to run. I like it. There's a lot of old guys. There's a lot of old guys at UNS. People like Orochimaru, like Hanzo, like Guy. These people who are often in time decline, but have a ton of skills to pass down. So it's kind of cool. Next option, H, Dragon Ball Z. Never run it, but I love the TV show, so I think it could be interesting. I like how they've got Gohan as like an occasional wrestler. Goku's like apparently really good. There's a ton of good stuff there. That's really interesting. Final one on this list, Mysterious Fight Club. This is one of the elusive 000000000 promotions. This is an interesting one. For those of you who have never done this challenge in TEW, it's very difficult. You start the game as a promotion with 0 popularity anywhere, 0 momentum, 0 workers, and 0 cash. It is nothing. You started from the bottom, and eventually you're going to be here. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. It's an interesting one. I've never succeeded, but I know I can. It's just a matter of like being financially prudent. Could it be boring? Certainly. Is it going to take a while? Absolutely. Can I do it? Yes. Your choice. Your feedback. Absolutely up to you guys. But aside from that, I'm going to bring this video to a close. Thank you all for sticking with me. If you're still here from the TW days of old, I really appreciate it, and I really thank you for watching any of my TW videos. And if you want me to just to do MAW, if you don't want me to do any of these new series, then I'll do MAW. But I'm doing MAW as well, so don't worry about losing any MAW videos. This will probably be like a weekly series or something. I'm not too sure yet. It depends on what your guys' feedback is. All your comments are always appreciated. my nose is all blocked. So I'm going to see you guys later. As DS Designs, Dave Scott would say, smack that like button. I'm actually going to be on a video on his channel in a couple of days. Just recorded that tonight, so go make sure you go over there and subscribe to him. I guess I'll leave his link in the description, although he is in my related channels box if you ever want to check him out. So yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the other side. I'll see you guys then.